Hello, I'm Mike with this week's new and trending AI tools you cannot afford to miss. Coming up, I test out a completely open source version of Manus AI. I play with this brand new text-to-speech model that runs locally on your computer. It's open source and many are saying it's better than ElevenLabs.
I really like creator magic.
You can decide on that later. And also a brand new AI image generator dropped and it made my app, Pimp My Thumb, 86% cheaper to run per thumbnail generated. That's coming up at the end. Let's start with AgenticSeek, and it wasn't to be long before somebody created a fully local and private open source Manus that runs on your computer. Now, Manus, for those of you that have been living under a rock, is an autonomous agent that crawls the web and does tasks for you on automation. This apparently does it on your computer and you can install it yourself. I'm going to try. Now I'll crack open a terminal window and just copy and paste the commands. Let's take a look at that environment file. So we just need to put in our OpenAI key or DeepSeek or OpenRouter, whatever we're using right here into this file. AgenticSeek. I will copy that key, paste it over here. Now we just run this install script. Okay, just 3 simple steps in the GitHub repo that I'm going to link up down below. And you can try this free and open source Manus for yourself too. Okay, that's all done. Let's just clear my terminal window and we'll run the Mac OS command here. There's also a Windows command if you're working inside Windows. Simple as that. And now it's just starting up some Docker containers. So you will need Docker installed on your system for this to run. Yes, confirmed I am in the matrix. Agents are ready and I can type my query. Find a place for breakfast in London with views of the River Thames. It must be hideously expensive. Let's send and see what happens. Okay, just pulling this terminal in because you can see actually in the command line, this agent is working away. It's visiting websites and it's even given me some feedback in the web interface. I will research and identify restaurants in London serving breakfast with Thames views that are hideously expensive. It's still thinking about my query, so we'll come back to AgenticSeek later on and see how it does. So this is really cool, but can it code? We'll start a new chat here and we'll say make a tool that grabs GitHub trending and presents the results in order of the most stars over the past week. Here's the URL. And to make it more complex, I'll say also add a screenshot of each tool to your results. We'll send that through and we'll see what our AI agent can do. Straight away, it's going to work and it's starting a task of analyzing the HTML structure of the GitHub page that I've sent to it. We can see this in the browser view as it visits GitHub trending. Okay, you can see it's writing things like Python scripts to fetch the trending repositories from GitHub. So we'll leave this running and we'll come back to it at the end of the video and see how it does with this task. A quick look at what it's done with my London breakfast search. Now, if I actually click over here to browser view, you can see it's browsing the web over here and it's already found some places such as, yes, the well-known Oxo Tower in its feedback, but it's continuing to go ahead and reason over things like the Shangri-La at Shard, and it's consistently finding great breakfast places. Next up, I wanted to show you this post on X from Resemble AI. They've created Chatterbox, which is a state-of-the-art voice cloning model, includes text-to-speech and voice conversation. They claim it to be open source and better than some other tools, and you can install with one command. So let's give it a go. Again, working at the command line. Okay, so with that done, I'm opening the example file here, and I can actually change this text prompt. I really like creator magic. Autocomplete's great. It's so much fun. It's like a video game. Wow, this is actually downloading the models to my Mac Studio, so you'll see gigabytes of data here. And boom, look at this. It's actually working on my piece of audio right now. It's done 30 passes out of 1,000 different passes to make this audio file. And look at that, test-1.wave.
I really like creator magic. It's so much fun. It's like a video game.
I gotta say, that is pretty good. For something that was generated on my Mac Studio in a few seconds, that's not bad. Just to check that wasn't a one-off, let's run that command again. Interestingly enough, it's working on my audio, but it seems to finish before it gets to 100%. Here at 13%, you can see it's completing and wrapping up. And boom, there is test-2.wave. Let's play.
I really like creator magic. It's so much fun. It's like a video game.
Generating audio like this on our own computers, it truly is over now. Let's try this one more time with test-3. There it is. It's generated.
I really like creator magic. It's so much fun. It's like a video game.
Now, we all love a good visual interface, so let's run the Gradio app. And here we go. This is running on my computer. I can't believe this. Text to synthesize. What does the Fox say? It says creator magic. Subscribe. Now, we can actually change things such as exaggeration and pacing, but let's just click generate. And here we are after just 37 seconds of processing time. We have some audio.
What does the fox say? It's a creator magic. Subscribe now.
Not too bad. Let's switch exaggeration level up to maximum level and regenerate. Boom, let's listen.
What does the fox say? It's a creator magic. Subscribe now.
I don't know what happened there. Extremely expressive, but what about voice cloning locally on your computer? Let's try it. I think creator magic is fabulous. It really is the best thing that ever existed. Now I'm uploading a 30-second voice sample.
Let me tell you, I'm a lot tougher than the people you're talking about.
And within moments, let's play.
I think creator magic is fabulous. It really is the best thing that ever existed.
It's a British Donald Trump endorsing this channel. So you can see how powerful this tool is. Free and open source from Resemble AI. Install it on your computer, run it using your CPU or graphics card, start cloning, generating voices. This is incredible. I never fail to be amazed at the pace that AI increases and becomes exponentially better. Okay, back to AgenticSeek, and you will see it's coming across some problems and failures, but it's finding out what those problems are, and the planner's investigating and fixing those issues. Okay, it's been working away for some time. It's coding, debugging, and rerunning things and getting success messages now. Okay, you'll see it's actually filling up this GitHub trending tool directory, not only with screenshots, but also HTML pages and a CSV file that shows all the trending repos in GitHub with AgenticSeek up at the top. Although it seemed to be missing the stars, it does actually work. So let's go and try the same prompt in Windsurf, where actually I've been ping-ponging between this and Cursor as the Claude 4 release has happened. We can actually search up here for Claude 4. Actually, you'll see it's right here. Now we've got Opus and Opus Thinking. This is BYO key, which is bring your own key. So I've actually gone to the Windsurf website, put in my Anthropic API key, and try exactly the same prompt. Here we go, make a tool that grabs GitHub trending and presents the results in order of most stars. I've even given the URL, and as you can see, Opus is thinking, and it's going to create that tool. In fact, it's already doing so. And as you can see, this runs all the commands for us in the terminal inside Windsurf. It's self-correcting and knows to create a virtual environment. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There are the screenshots all being created right here, and it's actually summarized the top 5 repositories this week with stars added, AgenticSeek at the top, with 8,251 new stars, followed by Microsoft's WSL, OpenHands, AI Hedge Fund, and Claude Code in a 5th place this week. Pretty cool stuff, I'm sure you'll agree. So whether you use AgenticSeek, OpenHands is another alternative that's trending this week, or good old Windsurf or Cursor, you can build faster and better than ever before. And finally this week, Black Forest Labs just dropped Flux Kontext Pro. It's kind of like ChatGPT 4.0 image generation, but 0.04 cents per image. If we look at OpenAI's pricing for image generation, I'm currently using the high model and paying 25 cents per image generation. So that's an insane 86% cost saving. Even if I use the Black Forest Labs claimed premium text-based image editing model, Flux Kontext Max, it's 0.08 cents per image, meaning I still save 64% on what I'm paying OpenAI presently. But is it any good? I mean, this example looks pretty cool. Make this a 90s cartoon. Let's go ahead and attach my own image. There we go. It's me with a Creator Magic t-shirt, nice and comfy. 16:9 aspect ratio. We'll leave everything as is, including the prompt, and we'll just run this inside Replicate, which of course I'll link down below. See, it's using a seed and now generating my 90s version of me. And that was really quick. And you know what? It's really not bad compared to GPT 4.0. So now we have an 86% cheaper image generator that we can use to do really cool things. Just over a month ago, this was brand new and phenomenal, and now the price has been reduced and created by the open source Black Forest Labs. Now, just for comparison, that was the cheap model. Let's go ahead and use this one, claimed to be the Pro, the premium, the high-end one. We'll use the same reference image, and I'll use the same prompt exactly for fairness, and we'll run this. Now, one thing I noticed with the previous model was it was lightning fast, and this one I'm hoping also, in real time that I'm showing you, will be lightning fast. It's taking slightly longer, but the result is, it's not too bad. I look a little bit surprised, and let's compare it to this one. And you know what? Actually, there really is not that much difference between the generations. I would probably stick with this Pro model, which gives me a ridiculous saving every image I generate. Let me just download this generation from Flux Kontext Pro, and this time I can edit my image using a text prompt. My prompt will be make his shirt say AI rocks with an electric guitar, and we'll run that as a generation here inside Replicate, and within moments, that's epic. AI rocks. So just a text prompt, and the best thing is it keeps consistency really well in the character between generations. So I've said here, remove the background and place him in a colorful psychedelic rock concert. And again, we'll run this model in real time. It's really, really quick, and we'll go from what is this on the left-hand side with my AI rocks t-shirt to this on the right-hand side. That is incredible. So I can't stress this enough. Black Forest Labs have just dropped us an AI image generator, which is extremely similar, if not the same, as ChatGPT 4o image generator, and it's 86% cheaper. So it's a no-brainer. I'm going to stick it inside my app that you're using right now, called Pimp My Thumb. Pimp My Thumb allows you to generate a better version of any YouTube thumbnail, and I have been swallowing up the costs to run ChatGPT 4o image generator on this website that you can access and use yourself, but please don't burn my credits too much. If you've watched my videos in the past few weeks, you'll know I've been vibe coding this inside Windsurf, and here it is. But the main image generation happens in an Amazon Lambda function here. I've got Pimp My Thumb thumbnail processor and a bunch of code. So all of the processing of the image is not actually done on the website, but it's done in that Amazon Lambda function. I'm going to copy that function and get ChatGPT 03 to update it to work with the new Flux Kontext Pro model, save me a ton of cash, and give you the same user experience. This is what I mean about AI constantly improving and getting cheaper. We are heading to a really exciting space with AI. Right, so here in ChatGPT 03, I'm saying I would like to update the code in the lambda function.py to work with the new Flux Kontext Pro AI image generator. Keep everything the same, especially the expected inputs to run the function. Just change the, instead of OpenAI API key, it's going to need a replicate key instead to run this model. Replicate, by the way, is really cool. It runs a load of models in the cloud, such as image generators, sound generators, music creators, you name it. Most processes can be done there. Okay, another cool thing is the new Flux Kontext model actually doesn't resize the images. Now with ChatGPT 4o image generator, I had to work in 1536 by 1024, which is not optimal for a YouTube thumbnail. Well, Flux keeps exactly the same 16:9 aspect ratio, so that will make it even better. So I've said here it will no longer need to resize images as it keeps the aspect ratio of 1280 by 720. Just generate the new image with the new dimensions, no resize needed. And then below, just so 03's got something to work with, I'm pasting in all of my Lambda function code. And also, thankfully, and this is really cool, if you use any model here on Replicate, they have this function here called copy page for LLM. So I can just copy everything on how exactly to run this model and just paste it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT should know what to do. So I'll feed all of that into ChatGPT 03, let it have a good old think on how to rewrite my Lambda function. And the good news is while it's doing that, I don't need to update any of the code or push anything to Git. The moment I update my Lambda function, it will start using the new model from Flux instead of ChatGPT 4o image generator. Okay, it's having a good old think. It's replacing my OpenAI keys. It's removing the resize function. It's updating the Lambda function now. Oh my goodness. And there you go. It's rewriting my Lambda function for me after thinking for just over a minute. Okay, that seems to be completed. Now, I hope it's just a case of copying this code, going to my Amazon Lambda function, selecting all, pasting this code, and clicking deploy. Now we'll just give Pimp My Thumb a test and see if it's working with the new Flux Kontext Pro model. So let's go ahead and test Pimp My Thumb. I'm going to grab my Claude 4 thumbnail. This will do perfectly. We'll paste it in and let's go for a techie spin on this. Generate thumbnail. Now, the good news is not only is it pending and going into my Amazon Lambda queue, and very soon that will change to processing, but also because it's faster, you will get your thumbnail generated faster. And you can see this is currently, oh, it was in the processing state, but now it's completed faster than I can talk. And I really like this, keeping the context of the Claude and the number 4 there on fire with definitely a tech background and still the same kind of character of me. I'm digging this. This looks insane. So this is just crazy. This is what I keep saying, is that AI is only getting better, and now is the time to build things. Build things as if you know AI is going to improve, because we all know it is. So even though Pimp My Thumb originally 3 weeks ago when I started it, it was slow, it relied on ChatGPT 4o, That took about 60 to 90 seconds and sometimes failed. Well, now I'm paying 86% less for an API call. It's faster, and in my opinion, using Flux Kontext Pro, it's better. If you've enjoyed this video, throw a like and subscribe. I do these videos weekly, and go and try pimpmythumb.com for yourself and let me know what you think. So there you go. As always, a fast-paced week in AI. I hope you like using the tools. I've linked them all down below. Stick around because I do videos like this weekly, and do join my community where we chat about tools like this and building great apps and AI workflows and AI agents. It's all in the community for Creator Magic, which is linked up below. Thank you so much for being there, and YouTube is showing a video on your screen now you should watch next. Thanks.